How would you respond if you are at a hotel in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, and one of the guests says, "Hey, lady, there's a bear"? Well, I jumped and I screamed and I realized I don't know where the bear is. And oh, by the way, when I jumped and screamed, he growled. So just the horror of knowing there was a bear there and then the terrifying growl, my heart about beat out of my chest. And so I yelled to this guest and I said, "Where?" Well, he's gone back into the woods now. So disappointed that his bear had been scared off and he wasn't able to drink his morning coffee and watch the bear from his hotel balcony. Bears are common in Gatlinburg, and I knew that. And I knew they were very frequent at this hotel, but yet I had decided that Iva, my guide dog, and I would stay there and have a riding retreat. This was something that caused a lot of fear in my life. It was one of the biggest fears I had to get over. Hi, I'm Carolyn, and welcome to the Walk on Water show, where we are in episode 3 of Fearless Living, or is it Living Fearless? And so we are going to look at 2 verses today. The first one is the verse that popped up on my phone as I ran back into the hotel. I was going to call my husband, and this verse popped up onto my phone. Now, it doesn't speak of fear directly, but you are of God, little children, and have overcome them, because he who is in you is greater than he who is in the world. I mean, that doesn't have to speak of fear. It is just a wonderful verse that you could use as a shield of faith. That's what we're using it for today. Today, we're working on 2 more parts of the believer's armor. We're putting together 6 verses based on the armor of God. This is our battle plan to combat fear. And that is 1 John 4:4. And just put that up on your shield and hold it up there to extinguish the fiery darts of fear that the enemy sends us. And by the way, yes, I did go back to the hotel again the next year. And the bear was there again. And I did have some issues about fear again. You can read all about those in either of my books, Eyes of Faith or Faith That Walks on Water. As a matter of fact, though, the links for both books will be in the description, but I highly suggest that you get Faith That Walks on Water, because it is the one that will teach you how to do this armor of God strategy. Gives you the journaling section to do it in. So what are we going to use for our shoes of peace? I kind of skipped over them. And we can use John 14:27. Peace I leave with you. My peace I give to you. Not as the world gives, do I give to you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. Well, that verse certainly speaks of peace, and that's why we're using it for our shoes of peace, because God can calm our thumping hearts with his peace. When we are anxious about something, when we are fearful about something, he can give us that peace. And he tells us not to let our hearts be troubled and not to be afraid. And so this would also even make a great breastplate of righteousness, because it's speaking of the heart. So see, you can sometimes double up on those verses. So I hope you are really getting somewhere now that we're down to only needing the final 2 pieces, and we'll fill those in next week. And I hope you're having a very blessed and happy fall, and I hope you are learning to live fearless.